this guy will drive forwards, drive backwards, put the thing down, and off he goes. Alrighty, let's have a look at good saving. Okay, so that portion's all done. He's got this lot. I'm not sure whether he's going to go this way or south. If he goes south, then all that gets done, and then he has to come back to here and do all of that bit. And he does the headlands. We've got a bunch of fields around here. This one has been limed. No, that one has been sprayed. So that's good. This is working on it. And then everything. See, these ones are all green. That looks a bit old. Ooh, 14,000. Okay, and that's now a little bit brighter. But all of these blotchy ones. This is where I put the slurry down, or the digestate down. Actually, this isn't bad. It's somewhat green. So this might not be a complete disaster, but it might be a not the greatest. So anyway, you're doing your thing. I am going to jump in this guy. So looks like I'm going to be spreading line. Let's do that. Actually, steering assist. Okay, go. And yeah, our lime spreading isn't needing much. If you keep up with it every year, it doesn't really use significant amounts, but you don't have to do it every year. You can leave it 3 harvests before you do it again. So our grass fields, because we harvest them 3 times a year, that completely degrades the pH. So by winter, we are going to be dumping a lot of lime on the fields. But as far as arable crops are concerned, you can go 3 years before lime spreading and not see a significant drop in yield. However, you will, you'll drain the hopper doing it that way in the years that you do it. Now, in theory, you're going to end up with a fair number of, you're potentially only doing 1/3 of your fields every year. So it's not going to take you as long to do it. Yeah, it's sometimes probably best. I like doing it this way every year, just a little bit, as opposed to every 3rd year. Because then you get frustrated. You go out to the field, you do, some of the bigger fields, you do half a field, and then you've got to go back and get more lime. Also, our lime production doesn't hold a lot. So it's kind of like, this is a more efficient way of doing it, because now that I've taken some lime from that production facility, we're not going to get into that corner. Oh, no. Yeah, the lime production facility doesn't hold much, and it's quite slow. So by by only using a small amount of lime per year on every single field, it's going to leave me with yeah, we're going to be producing a little bit. I don't know, it's hard to say, but the different planting schedules are obviously, we limed the fields we were planning to put cotton in last fall, when we had part of the winter season just making more lime, and then after that I'm spreading some more now, and I can do more next. Like once we've already turned the production on, so that's producing more for next time, but there's not going to be enough to use this time. I may have to, don't know, I might have to supplement what we've got. To there, do that. No, just a bit. Don't think that's going to matter. Oh, actually, it missed there too. Okay. It's going to be like that, are you? Get that corner. Then this should see us to the end. I might go back and do that piece on the right, just we still have two vehicles running. That's good. Or two other vehicles running plus this one. So I'm not sure how long the spray. Oh, the spray is nearly halfway. That's a thing. Oh, now that said, in spite of the fact the sprayer is quite heavily used up, I've only been spraying the fields we bought this year, which did not have digestate dumped on. Once we get along this road or down to the cow farm, we are going to end up with a much better coverage. Okay, you're done. Hang on. Right. Did that one, did that one, did that one. This is the next one. All right. And right there. Do it that way. And disengaged. Alrighty, so and again, we're not seeing a big difference in coloration here. Oops, cut that corner a little bit too much. There is a partial row here, so it's not too bad, I guess. And I should drink my tea before it gets too cold. All right. Swing across here. And got it. All right, so not quite a full row this way. There should be that one there. I'd probably have done better to fill that in, because now I have that little bit there, and I'm not even doing half a trailer width here. Still, this looks like it's going to work out quite nicely, because we go down the next row and then we come back up, and that will leave us up here in the corner ready to do the next field over. So, new season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And it wasn't entirely disappointing. They did have the Anson Mount on horseback, which harks back to his days on Hell on Wheels. So he's probably a reasonably accomplished horse rider, if not semi-professional. I remember back in the day, whoops, wrong one, I used to watch, or I knew of Briscoe, the Tales of Briscoe County Jr. And so when I was up here in Michigan on my own, we still technically lived in Texas. I was on a temporary assignment up here. I got a Netflix membership. And back in the days when Netflix was blockbusters through the mail, so you got DVDs to watch. And I decided to watch the entire season of The Tales of Briscoe County Jr. And so worked my way through all of that, and then I got the bonus disc at the end of it, and they were saying that series hit Hollywood at precisely the right moment. Hollywood still had professional horse wranglers, and so they still had, professionals who could handle horses, and within the next couple of years, a lot of them were quite old, a lot of them retired or moved on, or Hollywood didn't see the need for having horses on sets anymore because they weren't doing westerns. things like Alias Smith and Jones, Bonanza, that type of thing. They stopped doing all of those. So so they weren't jobs for horse wranglers, and so being able to do a cowboy show in the 2000, 2010, 2020s, it's now a lot more difficult because there aren't people who handle horses anymore. I was going to just do this side, but I'm going to be at the wrong end of the field, so I'll loop over the top of this lake here. And then we'll start the other side. Oh no, we start over there. Maybe that's not the greatest. Well, I think when I get to the bottom, I'll just do lateral rows across this field. And that'll stick us back up the top here where we can do the rest of it. Anyway, still got 2 tractors running. We're nearly out of liquid fertilizer. I do not know how far the sprayer's got yet. Obviously, picking up weeds, it's going to take as long as it takes. I'm going to spray that field as well, so I kind of want the oh, actually, looks like we go across the field anyway. So let's swing around and go back that way. Oops, missed it. Never mind. So yeah, what I'm thinking is up here. He's still working the rows at the moment. Quite a lot left to do. All right. I actually thought that we'd be running this way up and down the field. So we're actually running across it. So I'm going to work my way slowly up the field and then we can do the other side. Then what are we doing? I don't know. Oh, I think this is the last field at this end. Next is going to be up at the pig farm. Because, yeah, these are all planted. So next stop is the pig farm. And all the fields up there. Then we'll be done liming. And also the lime is not looking that bad, to be perfectly honest. So I'm down here. Actually, you know what? We'll go 1 row, 2 row. Cut across there. This way I can do across here. I can come back and then we carry on squaring off the edge of the field as we dive into the next row. Try not to get lime in the pond. All right, that works. And we're only adding 0.25. 1.75 litres per hectare, so yeah, it's like almost negligible. Alrighty. Then, so I go north 2 more rows. Approximately 2. on the next one. I hit the turn off the cruise control point. It's done. And this one, we'll take it all the way to the top. I'm not sure how many rows I have on my left. It's probably 2. Long hauler, good day and welcome. You catch me in early spring preparing the non-cotton fields. Looking at the weather outside and thinking, oh, it's only 59 degrees. Gonna be a nice cool day, I think. Alright, that's that bit done. So yeah, not going to be streaming next week because we're going to a train museum on the Saturday. Oh, still only got a partial here. I have all the post-cotton planting things to do today, so we're spraying cotton fields and weeding cotton fields while I lime all the fields that were cotton last year. We finished mulching all the cotton fields last week. Actually, that wasn't a bad job. It was the rolling the new cotton fields that was the big bind. Oh, I see SCS has made a lot of announcements this week. They're doing rigid trucks and trailers for Europe, and they're reworking Nevada, or at least, sorry, they've announced that they're reworking Nevada. I'm not sure how far along they are with Benelux. I'm not sure if that got finished yet. UK, they're going to be reworking. There's some stuff going on. US, they're going to bring out coaches. So, bus terminals in towns and running to a schedule rather than delivering stuff before the end of the day type of thing. Yeah. Transport some wheat down to wherever you've got 48 hours to complete the job. With the bus, you're going to have, you're due in Phoenix, Arizona by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and don't upset the passengers. I think I read that their last update also included a change to the sleeping mechanic so that you can rest whenever you want to for as long as you want to. You don't have to do it in 8-hour increments. But they've also introduced the whole driving